don't know how much hard work you put in. But when it comes time to battle, you must think about each and every day that you put that hard work in.
What happened? Why don't you play anymore?
Brian Banks was 16 years old when he was accused of a crime he did not commit.
Hey, good evening. Welcome to my channel, The Underrated Darkness. Yours truly, the #1 grinder. One of the best kept secrets on social media. Believe that. Best of the business. There you go. Angie, baby, how you doing? Thanks for coming. Appreciate you. If you can hear me, please press 1. If y'all can hear me, if you can hear me, please press 1. Before I continue, you'll go through the now. Shout out to now I do the shout outs in a few seconds. They pour me a little something, and everything else. You can hear me, press 1. You can hear me, press 1. Where we go? She probably have to come back. This is Underrated Boxing Talk, number 98. The social times of boxing. We're going to talk about different social times in boxing and all some fighters and stuff. I'm going to bring my perspective on that. So hopefully we get some people to participate. Good evening. Thanks for coming. If you can hear me, press 1. If you can hear me, press 1. So shout out to brother Clarence McClain had me on. We was talking about the late Ronnie Lyles, and very much appreciate. So we on. So I said, let me do something. I haven't talked about boxing in a while. And I know I've been promising y'all, you know. So let's talk about that. Take this off. And so let me get this announce out the way. To my underrated one family. To my underrated one family. Ones, my day ones. D Love in the building. Okay, thanks for coming. If you can hear me, press 1. You can hear me, press 1, Sister D Love. My underrated one family, my day ones, like Sister D Love here, and also the ones along the way. Thank y'all so much for supporting me throughout the years, my underrated one family. I very much appreciate it. And let's keep on just stand up for the truth. Let's keep on stand up for the truth. I will put the link in the chat in the few. If you want to come up, they can. So my brother Clarence McClain, No Duck Zone podcast. Shout out to him and his wife and the rest of the brothers and sisters on the No Duck Zone movement. Shout out. Shout out to y'all. Keep on with the keep on. And shout out to the mighty LDBC. That stands for Lions Den Boxing Community, also basketball community. Shout out to Brother 78 Sports TV. Shout out to Brother 78 Sports TV, the one who created it. And there's other ones that help them out. And shout out to the brothers and sisters. I've been rolling with them throughout the years, still rolling with them right now. So shout out to the mighty LDBC that stands for Lions Den Boston, or basketball community. Thanks for showing up, D Love. Yeah, thank you. The truth, yes. I know that we talk about different fighters and stuff like that. We gonna just see. You see the title, The Social Times of Boxing. So we gonna deal with that tonight, and hopefully that we have like a panel discussion, And so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put the link in the chat. If people want to get on this stuff. Bro, I don't have no stupidness in this piece. Cause we don't do no stupidness over here. If you act stupid, we get you out. We don't play them type of games. But if you see the thumbnail, it's the late great Willie Pep, better known as Willie P. Pettis. And he fought at the times that the Depression. He had over 200. He won over 200 times fight bouts. I forgot the losses, maybe 10 to 12 like that. but they consider him one of the best defensive fighters ever. AB, what's good? Thanks for coming. Appreciate you. So as I said, we're gonna talk about the social content. So he fought at the lights. He fought around the times ago. The late great Joe Louis and Henry Armstrong. The late great Henry Armstrong. The late great Sugar Ray Robinson. Fought at the times long time. Sandy Sadler. Him and the late great Sandy Sadler. They fought about 4 times. I believe Sandy Sadler had he's one of the, I think he one of the few beat him more than twice. Also, Sandy Sadler, one of the great champions of that time, the featherweight, and as he won, I believe he won titles of featherweight and super featherweight. At those times, and he had 103 knockouts. 103 knockouts, so we talk about the social times, and they didn't have that much. They didn't have that much at all. The promotion was taking all the game. Was taking all the gate. Was taking all the gate. So they wasn't really making no money. They weren't really making no money at those times, depression times and stuff. Jack Johnson, he wasn't really making no money. The late great Jack Johnson. We talking about racism. We talking about all of that. We need to talk about those stuff because sometimes we're connected right now. But they come from the oppressed neighborhoods. There are some boxers have to go to war. And so boxing was not, when sports was pastime, it's coming to the picture, But it was great fights back then. You got the late great Jack Dempsey, Manassas Mauler. They fought a president. They ain't had nothing. I don't care you black, white. They ain't had nothing back then. So, there was some people were saying that they didn't want to fight the late great Jack Johnson. I mean, who knows? We can't really talk about that, but when you talk about the social times, and we have to understand that some of them fight stadiums. The gate was there. They wasn't getting no money, y'all. When Joe Louis fought for the second time, right? It was John Braddock. He's called himself the Cinderella Man. They had a movie on him. Do y'all know that? But throughout his career, wherever person that Joe Louis fought and won, he had to get part of that to him. Just get a title shot, right? And that was messed up because we learned along the way that Joe Louis had to play catch up. I mean, he look at those times in the army during World War II. He served his country, and he thought yeah, I served my country. Money I'm getting, y'all gonna take it out, right? Good old USA didn't do that, so he had to play catch up. Social times was wicked back then, Hey, Edgy came back. Thanks for coming. And The late great Joe Louis was at the play catch up. But this USA did him dirty. If you really want to really know the story, go to HBO Sports. They did an outstanding job about Joe Louis. Matter of fact, I'm going to talk about Joe Louis. This is again, welcome to my channel, Underrated Darkness. Yours truly, #1 grinder. One of the best kept secrets on social media, the best of it. This is the Underrated Boxing Talk number 98. The social times of boxing. That's what we talking about. The social times of boxing. But get back to Joe Louis, right? If y'all can hear me, press 1. Y'all give me press 1. Okay. Okay. And so Joe Louis, so when he got that fight back in the second time he fought Max Mellon, back in I believe 1936, that's when he lost. And during World War One, they was all USA. Us as a people, we were second class citizen. We still consider going second class citizen, but that's another day I'll talk about it. But like I said, they had to make a deal because they was trying to close Joe Louis out. Just like one of the boxing historians said, every 10 years they let a black man fight for the title. Every 10 years. And so it was Jimmy Burdick at the time. He was an ex-champion. He made a person of himself. Every time that Joe Louis, I'm sorry, now I'm skipping some parts. I'm sorry. They signed the contract, wherever it is. So he fought Max Mellon back in 1938. I forgot the first fight was in 36. I forgot where they fought. But I know it's in Yankee Stadium back in 1938. That's the same year that my late mother was born. Love you, mommy. Love you, mommy. So they fought Yankee Stadium in 1938. And I'm not. That's what I'm going to do. You're right. That's what I'm saying. Because I'm just going to break it down. So what happened was they fought, right? Now we're talking about social time. Now, this is when it really, like the USA against the world, but it was really USA against Germany. Now, Max Mellon at the time, he didn't really consider be part of what's that word? Communists. But he was part of that, So at all that, so the USA, they was really depend on Joe Louis to beat Max Mellon, because when you beat Max Mellon, that means you beat the Nazi race. But see, at the same time, us as a people, right? We were still considered like even below second-class citizens, y'all. But the only hero that we had at that time was Joe Louis. Now we had the late great Jack Johnson, like maybe 40, 50 years, 30, 40 years before that. But the way how they had it, they didn't want Joe Louis to act that way, to be Bronson, because Jack Johnson was the one that he was no joke. He tell what it is. He was dating white women. That was not it. He can't tell me what to do. And also Jack Johnson, to be told, he created the rinse. Yes, he created the rinse. So, but get back to the story, right? So like I say, he lost Joe Louis lost in 1936. So now we approaching 2 years later. So now really World War II was really being intense now. Now you see they form, you know, the world formalized against Germany, you know. But at the same time, us as a people, we was going on, you know, I'm talking about us as of African descent. We fighting the war too. And understand this though. Let me go back though too. Back in 1939, we go back now, 1932, the late great Jesse Owens when he I think it was back in London, back in 1932 games. He came back second class citizens, and you know he had to like run against horses to make money. And even I'm gonna get back to Joe Louis. I just want y'all to see the connection of the social times, right? I'm gonna get back into it because I might throw a little sports into it. But when he got a prestigious award back in the 50s, this is around Jim Crow laws back in the day. He had to go through the side, but he helped destroy the Nazi race back in 1932, right? But I just want y'all to had that connection, right? So get back to 1938. Now that's during the time to really get intense. USA and all like that, and that's when USA want everybody, you know, to be on Joe Louis. But at the same time, us as a people, we were suffering. Still consider us a second class citizens. They are some people. They are our brothers at the time was fighting the war, was not getting the GI Bill. Was not getting the GI Bill. I remember my late father fought. My late father was a chef. Actually, because he was a chef, he was cooking one hand, had a gun another hand. He got some fingers missing fighting the war and stuff like that. Yeah, my late father. So, but get back to the story, right? So, you know, they ain't care about Joe Louis. But Joe Louis was knocking out like ex-champs, stressing them out. And so then you ain't care about Joe Louis at the time. Now we're talking about 1936 and 1937. Excuse me, right? But 1938, oh, you know, he went in and only had one defeat at the time, but you know, and he going there, Maxwell. That's when he said, you know, he think I'm gunshot, whatever, and he said, you know, I got 2 years smarter. And as we know, he fought Yankee Stadium in 1938, like I said before, and he destroyed Max Mellon within seconds. They said when he hit him in the wrist, it's like a little girl and everything. He destroyed them. So the USA is all happy. Yeah, we displayed the president, and little by little, the Nazi became dismantled and stuff like that. And the whole USA, Joe Louis, USA. But Joe Louis did everything what the USA told him to do. I salute for my country. He even had sparring partners fighting, make the soldiers feel good and everything. Social, they ain't took care of him. They didn't take care of the family. And he played catch up. He defended the title with 20 times. That's still a record. Then you got the late great Ezra Charles, and fought and everything, and Joe Jersey Walcott. And they was 20 times, yeah. 20 times, yeah. Joe Lewis was nothing to play with. And so yeah, 20 times. So you know, then he ran to the late great Rocky Marciano. He went on been a heavyweight champion. Marciano, he's white, so I can sell my eyes up. And he looked up to those Joe Lewis because Joe Lewis came from the hood, just like he came from the hood. So he really looked up for Joe Lewis. So when he beat Joe Lewis, I believe in the early 50s, he was crying because that's his champion. He looks up to him because this is Joe Lewis. He came in the same um neighborhood I did from nothing. And Joe Lewis, the gracious he is, the late great Joe, the gracious he is, he said, "No, you failed me good and everything." But Joe Lewis was playing catcher. Had to wrestle. He was selling other stuff, he was selling other products, getting it wrong. And they wasn't doing nothing. USA, it was like, So his first marriage was over, and he met his second wife. And second wife, I believe she was a lawyer, and she made sure that make the payments and stuff. And and along the way, like in the 60s, you know, he was like I forgot what you call it, the hotel. Hey, what's up, brother Hassan? How you doing? Thanks for coming. Appreciate you. Come on in, y'all. So that's when the black nationalists come in. That's when you got Muhammad Ali and others. Talking about this is social times. This is social times of boxing, y'all. We're gonna stick to that tonight. And he said that the way how the brothers were acting wasn't right, but it was past his time though. I understand what he's saying, but it was past his time. Calling Uncle Tom and stuff like that, even the late great Jesse Owens and stuff. But what difference of the late great Joe Louis or the late great Jesse Owens, he understood, what's going on at the time. And so there's a difference. And so, but get back to Joe Louis. Now we hitting like 1970, right? Again, from 1938. I want people to stick to that. I want y'all to really stick to that. Now we're gonna speed it up, going to the early 70s, right? So when Coca-Cola, right, built their plant out there in Atlanta, Georgia, I believe that was the early 70s, maybe 70, 71, 72, something like that, right? Now, Joe Louis had fought for this country, right, in his own way, right? Now, guess they invest, instead of invest in Joe Louis, guess what they invest in? Put it in the chat. Who do you think they invest in instead of Joe Louis? I want you to put it in the chat. I said his name already. Guess what they guess. Y'all gotta guess this one. I said the name already. Put it in the chat. Y'all don't remember? If y'all don't remember, press one. But I said the name already. Okay, y'all remember? Well, the one and only Matt Smelling. That's a slap in the face, right? He gave his life to this USA. And let me say this, though, too. Yeah. Matt Smelling became the sponsor of Coca-Cola. You get all the riches. No. Great choice, but it was Matt Smelling. That's a great choice, though. But it was Matt Smelling that he fought in 1938. Over 30 years. And let me go one thing better. Go back. Do you know, y'all, that USA was letting German soldiers to sit in the front, and our people that fought the war had to go in the back. They had to go in the back. As we know, Joe Louis got sick. He was taking drugs. Yes, it is ridiculous. Joe Louis taking drugs, hallucinating, and they thought the FBI was after them, checking the bubs and stuff. And one person was always on the side was the late great Frank Sinatra. Y'all didn't know Frank Sinatra always he was paying for his medical bills and also his burial in 1981. And he said when he was very, very young, Joe Louis gave him some money so he could start off his career. And he see him as a hero. And they were the best of friends for decades. He the one who did a eulogy on the late great Frank Sinatra. Did a eulogy of the Franks when Joe Louis passed away. You know, United States gave him a burial. Okay. I was 15 at the time. I was 15, I was going on 15 at the time, something like that. Good old USA, right? It makes you think. So when I be hearing these boxing talks right now, what's going on, it's whack to me. Because some of y'all want to talk about, oh, he throw the punch right here. Oh, he don't know. Yeah, but y'all don't understand the social content what's going on. Y'all don't even know the social content what's going on right now. But I'm going to talk about it. I've been talking about it for a long time, and I'm going to keep on talking about it. All right, now we get back into during the times in the 1930s and stuff, you know. There are some, I forgot the name of it, but there are some black boxers like decades ago that the meat that the white people didn't want to fight them, so they had to create their own. So they fought each other, and you know, fought some of them. They fought like 4 or 5 times out the week. No. The black murderers. No. And that the fight with each other, against each other. I'm not saying there's a few that slipped out. There's a few slipped out, you know. You know. Then you got some fighters. Yeah, we always have to create our own. Yes. All facts. Hold on for 1 second. Oops. I did that wrong. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Angie, baby, type something in the chat now, please, before we continue. Type something in the chat. Type something in the chat. But get back what I'm saying. Then you got Archie Moore. Do you know for almost 20 years he was a top middleweight contender, top middleweight? Yeah, type right now. Okay, cool. You welcome. Thank you. You welcome anytime. Is a late great Archie Moore that I mentioned that no, y'all gotta come next week. Brother McLean, channel. But you welcome. Thank you for support. And he was over 20 years, he had to hop, go here and there, right? To get a fight. Like I said, excuse me, like I said, he was a top 10 of the middleweight and light heavyweight. There are some say he was in heavyweight too, but that may be seen, But so he had to go overseas to Australia. Game to say you stay here, we give you land and stuff. You don't have nothing to worry about, but they had unfinished business in this USA. And what happened was this now we're talking about, you understand, the 20s, they didn't want to give him a break. Like they were saying, every 10, 12, 20 years, they let a black fight for the title. That's how it was back then. And they racist, man. And they racist. And so when he fought in the early 50s, I believe 50, 51, he fought and he finally got his title he wanted. And they said they picked him up because they was happy. He said, no, put me down, put me down. I supposed to have this 12 or 13 years before that. And he hold on to that thing almost 10 years. Now he fought, he did went up weight to fight the heavyweight and he lost and everything, but that light heavy was locked in. Now they're gonna say, yo, Archie Moore, man, sounds familiar. Yes. The first trainer, the late great George Foreman, that was his trainer, Archie Moore. There's the mongoose. Man, if he fought, that's what he was doing. Created that. Very smart, intelligent. Kanaki, I mean, you kid him, boom, boom. he gets right back up, and he going, and then and catch you and get you. The late great Archie Moore, he had to deal with racism too. Then we talking about those times too. Talk about organized crime, how they was robbing fighters, not just Africa, not just us, but it was robbing other fighters too. Also, um, organized crime played big part of building casinos, robbing fighters, and also the late great. Now we speed up, but we're going to 50s, going to 60s. Then the late great Sonny Liston that fought Muhammad Ali back in '64, but he was knocking everybody out. He was down. They say he was down with the mob and stuff. He was right hand man. He was sleeping them, putting them to sleep. And he died as untimely death back in 1970. There are some people that it was a little hanky-panky, so so like that. But yeah, he passed away in 1970. And but he was a heavyweight champion. I mean, he was beating everybody. The late great Floyd Patterson. Okay, no problem. Thanks for coming. So it was those times, so times. It was hard. It was hard for them. Wasn't getting paid nothing. Then you got Sugar Ray Robinson. Sugar Ray Robinson was 89-0 at one time. They thought that he was getting paid, but he wasn't getting paid all that much. But they gave some great fights in the impossible times. You got the late great Jake LaMotta, Carmen Pissarro. No. I mentioned Rocky Marciano. They came from oppressed times too. But some of them has stuck up against organized crime too. They gotta take what they get. But Joe Louis, a lot of people. He was a trailblazer of even golf. He was the first black man qualified for the PGA Tour back in the I believe back in the 50s. Even if he was had exhibitions while they was in why not Vietnam, why in World War II. He said he stood up. He said, why my soldier, why the soldier was not here? I'm not gonna fight till I see him. So they had to do it, and I think this is what I feel. This is what they said. This ain't gonna tell us what to do, but they gotta do it though because he be Matt Smelling in 1938. So 2 times of boxing. We got to connect the dots. Got to connect the dots. Then you got the spirit right there. Yeah, Muhammad Ali. He fought it on. He had a pretty good amateur career. He fought 1960 games. And they treat him bad, so he took the gold. Going for him. Being called back that time, called Cassius Clay. And that's been USA was an uproar. You got the Birmingham bombing. Little girls in the early 60s. Got hangings throughout the South. Medgar Evers got assassinated. You got the president, J.F. Kennedy, got assassinated in 63. Medgar Evers got assassinated, I believe, 1964. Now, that's during the time. Now we speed up the Sonny Liston. Fought it. I forgot the first fight where they fought at, but I believe the second fight was in Miami. And so, Miami beat him twice. I shook up the world. Later on, he became Muhammad Ali. And, throughout the 60s, they trying to get him to have him fight in the war. But he said, that's not my fight. On my religious beliefs, no. And that's when you had the late, great Bill Russell. You got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. The top athletes would stand behind the late, great Muhammad Ali. They support for him. I'm going to tell you why it is very important at that time. That's when the system was like, now, but get back into boxing, right? That's when they took Muhammad Ali's boxing license, and he was hardly making nothing. And so they robbed him of 3 years of his prime because he was on his way, and then Supreme Court said that it was in favor. Well, Muhammad Ali. So he got his license back, and he fought Jerry Quarry back in 1997. He beat him. Then he got Georgia's license, beat Jerry Quarry in Georgia sometime in 1997. And then they said the fight is a century. And that's when the late great Joe Frazier was making his mark now. Great. And now, in 64, he fought at 64 Olympics. I believe he got gold in the 1964 Olympic Games. So then he beat Muhammad Ali, bust his jaw too. Muhammad Ali fought courageously. Talking about 1971. So then go talk about 1972 now. That's when we got George Foreman now coming to the picture. Remember I was talking about Archie Moore? Moore came his own. It's training. So that's when he beat him up bad, knocked him down 6 times. He said, "Down, golf." The late great how comes I was like, "Down, go Frazier, down, go Frazier, down, go Frazier." Right? It was a significant part because Muhammad Ali was going to get another shot anyway. And now we're approaching 1974. Muhammad Ali now is a contender now. Now at the time he can't. Nah, I get to that in a few seconds. But A lot of people was against George Foreman. But he had a lot of things that remind him of the oppressor, how they treat Africans in that country. Ale Boubaye, Ale Boubaye. And like I said at my brother's channel, Brother McClain's channel, he didn't understand it. Because some they was impressed too. I don't know if it was the Portuguese or the French or whatever, but they used to sick dogs on them. Do y'all know that at that time, so I forgot what country, they used to cut off their hands. Down, go, yeah. Cut off their hands. So that fight was not going to happen. But push it. That's when I think Don King, that was one of his main fights that he promoted too. Don King still living. He in his 90s too. Check it out. So that's when Mobley created the rope dope and stuff. And he was telling people, take a page out of me. You could use this and stuff. Very inventive, Muhammad Ali. And so he oh, there you go. Good evening. Hello? Well, we're gonna keep on talking to the brother come back. So he's on the rope with the style. And back in 74. Then, right? The Thriller in Vanilla in the Philippines in 75. Joe Frazier met Muhammad Ali. And this was the most competitive fight. I believe they stopped at the 14th round. And that was competitive too. They going at it and stuff. Because everybody knew of the late great Joe Frazier had a hook. But what was so crazy about, not crazy, he started throwing the right, catch Muhammad Ali, but Muhammad Ali was dominant, and he gained most respect. He's calling, Muhammad Ali always called derogatory in a different fight, but he had to respect. Hold on for 1 second. Hello? Hello? Bro, hold on, fam. I'll be right back. Hold on. Just want to see some family. If y'all can hear me, press 1. Y'all can hear me, press 1. If y'all can hear me, press 1. Let me put the link back in. Put the link back in. If y'all can hear me, press 1. If y'all can hear me, press 1. All right. All right.
Underrated.
Yeah.
Yeah, what up, bro?
What up, man?
My bad, man. Fell asleep.
It's all right.
Yo, man, listen, leave that Paul Mason alone. That Paulie put me to sleep. Yo, man, and I was tired too because I had I got the itis because I had something to eat. I made something to eat before Tiff went out, so man, I dozed off, man. What up though? What's up? I see you, D Love. What up? Everybody in the chat. What up?
Yeah. We just talk about the social Snapchat.
You said what?
You got the social content about different parties have to deal with racism and all that stuff.
Oh yeah. Yeah, racism. You know, people think that racism don't exist, man, but it exists in the world. It exists in sports, and it's here, man.
Yeah. So I was talking about George Foreman.
Yeah.
But he had to deal with why. But they remember the Africans remember that he was waving that flag.
Yeah.
68. Wow, the USA was in turmoil. And they remember what Muhammad Ali has stood for.
Yeah.
So then also saying the George Foreman brought the ball. But the dog reminded how the Portuguese were sending them dogs from Africa.
Yeah. I remember watching like I was saying earlier on the Don King movie, how he was saying how he had to get out of Africa, right? And he was like, my dog is sick. He's like, yeah, my dog got diarrhea. He was saying it was a curse.
Yeah.
And at that time, I didn't know what the curse was, so I'm like, what?
It was also. It was. I forgot his name. It was a dictator.
Yeah.
Like if they weren't doing right, they was getting snuffed out.
Yeah.
So hold on one second. Yo, hold on.
Yeah. What's up, y'all, though? Peace, everybody. Hope everybody's Thursday is going well. Back at it again with my brother Underrated. We were just on my show at 6:05. We'll be back. Anybody who's not subscribed, man, yeah, I might want to come through in the morning to the morning chop ups, man. We're gonna have us some fun.
Yeah, some fun.
I set up the link too. I set up the link too for tomorrow. So tomorrow, 8 p.m. We will be doing some of our favorite horror films. So 8 p.m. y'all come through. I sent you the link for that too. So yeah, we gonna rock. We gonna finish this year. I don't think people understand. We gonna finish this year strong.
I got some more stuff too.
Oh yeah, I got a busload of shit. I was gonna do boxing tomorrow. I was gonna do boxing tomorrow, but I said, you know what, the hell with it. I'll wait till Saturday to do it.
Now get back to the start.
Let's go.
So he defeated George Foreman. 3-time heavyweight, first ever done it. That's when the way called the war, right?
Yeah.
That's what he got. He gave that up. And so he was saying, take pay. You could do this. Take pays from me. It works. Mama Lee was very sweet. So now we coaching. Now we was talking about Ernest Davis, the late great Ernest Davis, and the late great Ryan Giles. Now they will become the top contenders of the heavyweight division. They was making a move. Within that time, 74, 75. Was not there yet. But they was making a move. I want people to understand. So now we got the third up. 1975. That's the last time that the late great George Frazier and Muhammad Ali had fought. Yeah, that was an echo.
Hold on.
Right? So
it's not me.
He fought. Came a great fight. The late great George Frazier, he was doing some things like, whoa, go to the bottom with the right hand, hit with the left, hit with the right, and stuff like this, pushing them. But it was hot. Oh, it was hot. They said it was like 100-something degrees. But Muhammad dominated, And so Muhammad was catching boop, 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 boop. They say, George Frazier, the great George Frazier couldn't see. So he was fighting, but he was fighting so diligently. And that stopped the fight, I believe, 13, 14 rounds, something like that. And he commended the late great George Frazier. And he said that it was fighting like he was close to death. He fainted and stuff. Those were the social time. Now we talking about, that was during the time of Nixon got caught. Now we're talking about the 70s. Yeah, you don't keep it on, brother.
Yeah.
Because I want to hear. And so USA was in turmoil too. Then Pearl came in 75. But during the time, the late great Ernest, Ron Lyles started making it now. Instead of being the top on the list, to be in the championship. So now we're talking this time. And he title, lost, and Cherry Ford, former champion, George Foreman, lost, and then now we coming in. Now we talking about second six. Olympic game. So it's what it is. So like they said, Olympic boxing, they consider the best of all time. Especially in the USA. But they also of the 1984 boxing team. Now the 1980 was a pretty good team. Because it was a boycott of Russia. So we didn't play no sports. In 1980. So it's done. But I can tell you this. They said boxing was crack. Basketball was I think how he did play. That's the miracle. Boxing. That's what they say. Automatic. That's what they were saying. So, but now that's a long that Russia was making nuclear threats of USA. So a lot of political. I'm sorry. To go back in 1972. I forgot about that. That was a pretty good team too. Sugar Ray Seal. He was pretty good. They were blind.
How good was he?
Sugar Ray Seal was good. Could not win a title.
Yeah. Was he amongst the elite, or was he just all right?
He was elite, but he couldn't. The big one.
Okay.
Well, and that was like that the Israelis. Oh God. 72. So that was that. But we go down to the 80s now. Now I'm talking about the 76 boxing team. Yeah. Sugar Ray Leonard. Got Thomas Hearns. Then it was somebody else. I did a story about on my underrated box. It was Howard. I forgot the name. But yeah, he had an all right career. He never really champion. But he was one of the few that started training MMA fights. I forgot his name. But he did well. They projected him too. But Sonny always get hurt. Now we understand 84 Olympics. Now we're gonna go back to Jordan in 1983 when Mike Tyson was Olympic trial against Harry Tillman. Got jerked. What is and he lost to him twice. Both of them was BS. And so a few years later, he avenged it, as we know. And so at that time of Mike Tyson, now that's during the crack era now. Now we talk about the crack era in the 1980s. Now you got the great. Oh, I forgot. I think Aaron Pryor 46 games.
Oh.
I think Aaron Pryor did. Oh, he forgot. Went on the bench. Beat the late Wales twice. They were saying the first fight that shit doing some substance in it. That the late great Alexa So you know, let's run it back. The late great man was one of the greatest ever. He did it. Knocked them out of the game. Man through them. And we don't put more respect on Arab Pride either. And I'm going to tell you, the only one to tell us too. And then they want to get in the fight. I always want to ask you, we don't want to ask Pride. I always want to see that. The social climate.
Yeah.
Cincinnati the hood. Got sure another nice spot somewhere. I want to see that. And so then we can't leave out Kelvin Stevens interview. One of the few, the first man from Charlotte, North Carolina, won a major championship. WBA. So shout out to Kevin Stevens. Need to put some respect on his name. Hopefully we'll come back to China. Trying to see what happens. But I did interview him on my second channel, the number one grind. Brother McClain was around.
Yes, sir. We got work to do. Yeah, we're gonna basically close 2025 out the appropriate way.
Well, now we talking about the 80s. We talking about the four kings of boxing. That's it was for. Can y'all tell me what boxing is? You can go ahead, brother.
No, I'm listening to you. I'm still getting never mind me. I'm still getting myself up. It was so crazy as I got to go back to sleep because I got to make sure I'm up to get Tiff up.
Yeah. But I'm not gonna be alone. Over.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I realized that I'm on the couch sleeping. I said, "Oh, underrated." So y'all got to get up here. I'm telling you, that Paul Mason ain't no joke.
So it was a four kings of boxing. He should have made it.
Yeah.
Four
kings, man.
Now we go. No shit like 88 North Korea. That's what we found. Boy Jones got jerked. Go. And alone. That's what my father made. And remember, 8 before that, Sugar Ray Leonard first for it. That's what the Lakers gave. So Sugar Ray the kid. He went to knock out. It was her. And so the four kings was Sugar Ray, Miss Herms, Rebecca Gilbert, and in the late great Marvelous. They consider the fourth. Now we approach 1989. That's what Sugar Ray Thomas Hearns again. I said Thomas Hearns won it. But they call it so politics energy. On Sugar Ray. And I'm gonna hold that up because Thomas Hearns did. He went on that expanded career. The second part of his career. But we're gonna cut it right there. I gotta come back. The underrated Boston Paul number 99.
99, man. Damn, boy. Oof. Only if some of y'all probably were here, but for a lot of you that are new to the channel, man, hey, my brother came a long way.
Yeah.
Long way, man. We still got a lot of work to do. I told you we're closing out 2025 the right way. We're not closing it out negative. We're closing it out on the positive. Basically, the way he closes shows out as we close it out as a family. And that's the thing. We're going to close 2025 out as a family. And we're going to leave people who don't want to be a part of the movement. We're going to leave them right where they at. But that's what we're doing.
Now, why I like that? To give you something to think about of Thomas Hearns. But Thomas Hearns had a second half of his career. Then Ray Leonard had a little bit of first part of the career. Then Thomas Hearns. It doesn't mean it was making history champion. Thomas Hearns did that was first one hurdle. That's what we did right there. Now I'm going to do that in the past too. Because the point where we're gonna leave it right there. Because Emmanuel Stewart. I'm gonna say this. Emmanuel Stewart had to revamp Thomas Hearns. I can't tell you that. You got to come back.
Yeah. Rest in peace to Emmanuel too. One of the greatest.
Emmanuel Stewart, very event.
One of the greatest.
They gotta come back.
That's a guy. I think that if Emmanuel Stewart could have got his hands on Deontay Wilder, and I don't mean like put hands on him, if he could have got an opportunity to work with Wilder, Jesus Christ. And I'm not talking about work with him later on in his career. I'm talking about in the beginning. Jesus Christ.
Think about it. If he would have had his hand, he would have been living. Is it safe to say Joe Louis the title 2020?
Yeah, man.
Is it safe to say he would pass that? Come close to that?
It's hard to say, man.
What could have been?
What could have been? We seen an amazing job that he had did with Lennox Lewis.
Yes.
He did an amazing. I mean, he did a job with Hearns, a couple guys. He had Michael Moore. But man, shoot, just if he could have got his hands on Wilder, man, it would have went totally different. Totally different. But you know, yeah, which I'm gonna be probably bringing it up. I bring a lot of fighters up, but like I told you, I'm gonna be bringing a lot of coaches up.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about him. A couple coaches. There's some that's people need to know who they are, and like I said, it's all about lessons. And if we don't put these lessons out, people are going to be confused, because a lot of these people, like I said, are confusing boxing fans that have them think that what's going on today is what boxing is all about, and that's not what it is. So we're going to be the ones to educate them, but at the same time educate ourselves for some of us that might not know. That's all we're gonna do, and that's what we've been doing. But
Yeah.
Rest in peace to Emmanuel Stewart, though, man.
Peace with man. We're gonna talk about that on my channel too. How trainers play a vital role as social times in boxing too.
Yeah.
Maybe I would probably do that 90 but I'm not gonna tell you. But it's extraordinary what Mary Stewart had done. The late great Emmanuel Stewart.
Yes.
With Thomas Hearns. And that's why I'm saying it like that. Because y'all just gotta come up. That's all. I was gonna leave it like that.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying like this, we don't heard. When he suffered the draw against Riddick. I'm gonna give you this piece. I'm gonna leave it like that. Suffer. But check it out though. Game. With the help of man.
Yeah.
But y'all gotta come back for that. I'm so excited. Yeah, it be soon.
Yeah. Definitely. That's cause for a big celebration. Congratulations on that. When we get to 100, we really gonna go crazy.
Yeah.
It's something definitely to rejoice about. Because we done been through a lot in these YouTube streets. Forget just YouTube. We've been together, do a lot as a collective, and no matter how much people have hated on us, sneak dissed us, or just we felt like we didn't get the support that we should have got, we always managed to still be able to hang in there.
He say this. Before I ask you to make it laugh for more. I don't talk about myself. But it was once upon a time. People didn't want me to do the underrated gospel. There are people who hate me on the side. Even sometimes in front of me. But this person kept on pushing. Because when I'm saying I know what I'm talking about. When back in the days, I want to be part of boxing tour. I was not even part of it. I wasn't part of the meetings. So I understand what I'm saying. When my brother he's talking about 100, and the ones that support throughout the years, you have to understand where I'm coming from. I had to persevere. And that brother right there, I'm not saying no ducks on podcast, on a low. He had to defend. And we ain't know each other all that good yet. Down the hill, he gonna be talking about, no, you know. You ain't here right. He passed me over. So I said, you know what? I don't have to be part of your conversations. F y'all. I'm gonna start my own. The underrated basketball. Look where we at right now. Few 98 points, we'll hit 99. God's willing, we'll hit 100.
That's what we
We're gonna
did.
celebrate 100.
Yes, sir. What we do, we're gonna go out with a bang. It's something important. It's very necessary. And it's kind of overwhelming, man, because when you look at how far you came, and like I said, there's a lot of people that haven't survived in these YouTube streets. There's a lot of people who have we once known used to be popping, and there's a few of them that still are able to hang on by a thread. But for some of us who our channels are still small, or we look at it like, yo, we never saw ourselves being here in this position. I sure didn't, because it took me about a year to decide what the hell I wanted to do. Because I was almost on some, man, I'm not doing this. So to be here, it's super amazing for you to get ready to celebrate what you're celebrating. And listen, I mean, it's dope. And this is what it's all about at the end of the day. And anybody else should be encouraged to do it too. If you're around anybody who's not encouraging you to be great, that is a motherfucker you need to remove yourself from. See, we get too caught up in this limelight of you have to have this, you have to have that to be this, and it's not true. You supposed to control what it is that you do. Don't let what you do control you. And as long as you remember that, you will continue to be successful in the world. You will continue to have whatever it is that you want. You just gotta stay focused. Other than that, you'll be all right. And that's why we do what we do, man. We're gonna continue to do what we do, man. We're great. We're great at what we do, and we have a purpose. And God put us here for a reason and not the season. And that's the reason why Underrated, I had to stop worrying about trying to please people, man. We ain't gonna do that no more. We not here for that.
Nah.
We're gonna continue to keep doing what we do, man. Subscribe, man. Y'all keep coming back, man. I'm telling y'all, we're gonna end this year off amazing. I'm telling y'all don't know. We only in October. I mean, just look at the conversations that we have. I realized that, you know what? Even though boxing is my lane and that is my comfortability, but I don't have to do that to get through people. I don't have to have boxing conversations to get through you. Because I can go boxing, I can go rap, I can go movies, I can talk about whatever it is that you want to talk about. Just certain conversations ain't worth talking about. Remember this. You're never going to go to the same 5 restaurants that serve the same thing. You're looking for a restaurant that serves something a little different from everybody else. Keep that on your mind. If you can remember that, you'll be all right. Nobody wants to go to the same 5 places to go eat. Makes no sense. Like D Free says, you don't go to KFC and order chicken and you get a Big Mac. You don't go to McDonald's to order a Big Mac and get chicken. It just don't work like that. So yeah, and I like how he put that. So as long as you continue to do that, you'll be fine, my people. You know what I mean? You'll be all right. Yeah, but just keep working, man. Underrated, keep working, man. In the morning, we right back out in the morning, y'all. Y'all think that is we'll see you man. In the morning, we right back at it, peoples.
And you never know.
Hey, look, man, I'm here. We'll be live 8 o'clock Not only 8 o'clock in the morning, we coming back 8 o'clock at night. Who gonna tell me that I'm not working? Huh? Huh? But your channel doesn't influence anybody. Your channel doesn't have enough people watching you. Huh? Come on now, what we doing?
That's your last remark.
Oh, I wanna tell everybody to keep supporting my brother Underrated. The support is needed, the love is needed. We have to keep him encouraged. We have to continue to be there for him. And remember, we are the only real family that he has. That goes for his subscribers and my subscribers and everybody else that deals with him. Let's keep that on our mind and we'll be all right. Love you, my brother Underrated, always, man.
Love you as always.
You know, I'm always going to be here for you when I can.
Thank
you. You know what I mean? And we're going to continue to grow. And like I said, we finishing the year out the right way, brother. So for all you who are not subscribed to me, go subscribe, man. No Doug Zone, go subscribe. Be a part of the morning chop up. We're going to have a great morning chop up tomorrow morning. Because what we're going to talk about tomorrow morning is everybody remembering their first Halloween. Yeah, you know me under. We might as well stick to it, right? We might as well. We're gonna talk about the first Halloween, and then we're gonna end it with all your favorite horror films. So I'm not really in the mood for no boxing talks. I'm gonna be real with you. It's just the same old conversations, and I'm sick of it. Maybe Saturday, but as far as tonight and tomorrow, nah, I'm good. We're gonna have us some fun. But Underrated, I'm gonna get a off here.
Yeah.
I gotta take it back down because I gotta get up. 8 o'clock, 8 a.m. tomorrow. Go subscribe to the channel or come through. Just come to check and see how y'all like it.
Okay.
All right, Underrated. Check, y'all. Yes, sir.
Shout out to my brother Bronx Biggs in the building. Better known as brother Clarence McClain. This is the last the Underrated Boxing Talk, number 98, the Social Times of Boxing. I hope y'all enjoy the conversation. 99 will be soon. We're going to try to squeeze in 100. Yeah, I was going to stop at 100, but I don't think I'm going to stop at 100. I think I'm going to keep it going. Maybe, probably celebrate when they hit 200. I think I'm going to keep it going. But we're going to celebrate 100, hopefully before the year's out. So I'm going to ask y'all to go, go to number one Grinder Talk. See which lives you like at the Underrated If you can go on this channel, so. But I want you to go on my channel because I started this channel, then this channel got messed up. Then I had to start the secondary channel, and I kept on going in and come back here. See what? All right? Okay. So on behalf of my channel, The Underrated Darkness, yours truly, the number one grinder, one of the best kept secrets on social media, the best of the business. See y'all tomorrow at Clarence McClain. Tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this is the last of, again, the Underrated Boxing Talk, number 98, the Social Times, a boxer open panel, #boxing, the number one grinder. 99 will be next. Don't know when, but it'll be soon, though. Trust me, it'll be soon. So y'all have a blessed night. Be safe. This world is ghost. Peace. Thank you. Out. Peace.